Okay, this is Guy with Cow on Head, and welcome to a review of yet another Moonlight episode. This one titled Fated to Pretend. There's a lot in this, so I'll have to check my notes, and provided I'm able to publish this when I want to, this might be the quickest turnaround I've yet done for this vlog/YouTube channel. Well, this vlog in particular, but any YouTube channel. I did want to do live videos, but I'm not sure I can without giving YouTube my phone number to authenticate the account, and I'm not sure I want to do that. Plus, I don't even know if live accounts would work anyways. Now, like I said, there's a lot that happens in this Moonlight episode. As started from the previous episode, Mick is human again. And despite being in his 80s, he's enjoying life. At one point, now this might have happened in the previous episode, or maybe it was this one, he drew blood, since the blood he has might be a cure in some way, and it's just a guess, it's not really touched upon ever again. And then, basically, Mick wants to go on an actual date with Beth and eat food, and he is, he does eat a lot of food. He even eats donuts. He talks about how he's never had a Krispy Kreme donut, but he does eat other donuts. And meanwhile, the plot that drives the episode is that Beth's boss, Maureen, she is killed. I mean, first she calls Beth, but Beth winds up finding her dead. And it's a gunshot wound, and when Beth and Mick are with the Guillermo, the vampire medical examiner, he realizes that he reveals that it's likely that the killer was a vampire who was using a gun to make it seem like you hear the clock from upstairs, but I don't know if you can hear it or not. Anyways, where was I? Oh well, the vampire killer was using a gun to kill, because otherwise it might be too obvious that it was a vampire by using vampire powers. Joseph is actually a suspect at one point, but he says he doesn't have any real reason to kill, so he's quickly ruled out. And one of the suspects is a woman who runs a donut empire based on a supposed way of losing weight involving eating donuts. Obviously, this is a bogus diet that doesn't work. I don't know if she's spammed on it or not, but this isn't touched upon too much. Basically, when Beth and Mick look through Maureen's things, they, Beth thinks to look through the tampons in case there's something important there, since apparently people wouldn't look through a woman's tampons expecting to find anything valuable and interest, lest they could put important secret stuff there, and they do in fact find a flash drive relating to the cases and stuff that's going on. Yeah. Hold on, I have to check the notes now. Now, since I hadn't touched upon it yet in this video, Beth is glad now that Mick didn't turn Josh, and now she's, and she reveals that there's someone else she's interested in, namely being Mick, and that's why they set up some of this date stuff. Well, it is Logan who leads to the Donut Empire. There's also a link with a politician whose name is Kent, I believe, and his daughter Bonnie is there too. And Kent is at a rally, and Mick is certain that Kent has something to hide. And at one point, Mick has to chase a man named Perez, and it's somehow lost track of who that person even is. And Mick is kind of upset that he has to chase him, and it's kind of harder since he is human and not vampire, but then he is able to catch this person, and I forget what the importance even is, but yeah, he gets his man, and Bonnie at one point is on the roof of a building ready to jump off, and this relates to a secret, because the father was, or no, not the father. Well, technically, Kent's wife was said to have died in some sort of car accident, and basically it was revealed that Kent was ultimately responsible for it, and that was the secret that he had to hide. So, but somehow, and I forget how even, this rules this person out as a suspect. But then Mick, Beth, and not Tablet. Tolbit, or hold on. Talbot. It's a weird name, I'm not sure I wrote it down right. But those three of them are in the room of a plastic surgeon named Pierce Andrew. And there was something that someone noticed, I think, that was incriminating, and then Pierce reveals himself to be a vampire. So Beth and Talbot, maybe I should just call him Tablet, even though I don't think that's a name. And I hope people aren't named that. Yeah, Tablet, that would be a bad name for things. I mean, it's even an old ancient name, but nowadays it means something else. So old and ancient that when people talk about how they still might be using a Windows Vista, someone said, I think the 10 Commandments were written on that, and it's like, oh no, but they were definitely written on a tablet. Sorry, that's the best I had to a rim shot. I don't have drums. Anyways, Mick talks to Gilmore, because apparently Mick was found there. People thought he was dead, but he's not. Gilmore stitches him up, and Mick's just feeling bad, because if he were a vampire, he could have smelled the other vampire around and been able to solve this case. And he talks to Joseph and some people about trying to save Beth. And this creates perhaps one of the biggest plot holes in the series. Why can't Joseph and his guys do it? Because Mick is like, no, I have to be turned back into a vampire, or at least Joseph sort of convinces him to do that, but like, why can't Joseph and his vampire buddies just do the job for him? But whatever, in a dramatic scene, Joseph turns Mick back into a vampire. And then I don't even know how they found where Pierce and the others were so quickly and easily, but they were found, and Mick is able to take them out, and then Beth notices his eyes that he is vampire. And Tal Blith, he is, he's confused by some of the weird stuff that was going on, and is unsure of some of the things, possibly even suspicious some. But that won't be elaborated on just yet, I don't think. Basically, Beth and Mick still meet for their rooftop dinner or date, which I guess was a meal. What dates aren't either going to the movies or a meal? Or at least going to the movies before pandemics. Although maybe Netflix and chill actually involves watching Netflix and relaxing. Instead of, you know, bow chicka bow bow chicka bow bow do bow bow. That's probably porn music, but I wouldn't know. Never seen porn. Anyways, basically, I think that's pretty much where the episodes end. They're back to square one. Can a vampire and human actually date and get along? And basically, I think that's it. I'll just check the notes one last time to see if I overlooked anything by mistake that's actually relevant to this review. Basically, the only real thing was that Nick realizes that if he weren't a vampire, Beth would have died not once in this episode, but twice back when he had to face Coraline. And that's pretty much it. What'll happen with Buzzfeed, what's said to be a trashy tabloid, will be revealed more in the future. And I will see you sometime. Hopefully I can get these videos made quicker. Yeah, bye.